These are notes for section 10.4. Okay, so in 10.4, we're doing properties of logs. So before I show you the homework, here are the properties on page 586, section 10.4. Property number 1, log base b of x times y is equal to log base b of x plus the log base b of y. The log of a product is the sum of the logs. Property 2, log base b of x divided by y equals log base b of x minus log base b of y. The log of a quotient is the difference of the logs. And property 3, log base b of x to the r power is equal to r log base b of x. The log of a number raised to a power is the product of the power and the log of the number. So we'll be doing a lot of this, this, and this. And I want you to notice that the laws are two directions. It's not just left to right, it might be right to left also. So in the homework problems, we might go from here to here. We might go from right to left on any of these also. Okay, so the log of a product, something times something, is the log of the first plus the log of the second. Log of a quotient, something divided by something, log of the top minus the log of the bottom. Log of x to a power, that power gets to come down in front, or log base b of x. And again, they're all two directional. Okay, so now for the homework problems. 10.4, we have 1 to 63 odd. So page 589. So 1 to 63, there's up to 25 or so. And some more. And that shows you everything up to 63. And answers in the back. 10.4. Okay, so there's some there. Scroll over a little bit. And then the top of the next page for the rest of 10.4. All right, I think you got that. All right. Okay, and I've got a little summary here. Log base b of x times y is log base b of x plus log base b of y. Log base b of x divided by y, log base b of x minus log base b of y. Log base b of x to the r log base b of x. Okay, so number 1, log base 3 of 4x. They want you to break this up into 2. That looks like the top one. It's a product, 4 times x. So log base 3 of 4 plus log base 3 of x. Number 3 is a division. That looks like this one. Log base 6 of 5 over x. Log base 6 of 5 minus log base 6 of x. Okay, number 5 looks like the third case. Log base 2 of y to the 5th. That 5 gets to come down in front. 5 log base 2 of y. So that shows you all of the 3 basic ones that are here. Now we have various combinations of them. Question 9, log base 6 of x squared y to the 4th. Okay, since this is a multiplication, it's a product, I write it as a sum, log base 6 of x squared plus log base 6 of y to the 4th. And then the 2 and the 4 can come down in front as coefficients. So 2 log base 6 of x plus 4 log base 6 of y. And log base 5 of radical x y to the 4th. Radical x is x to the 1/2 power. Okay, and there's a multiplication, so I write it as a product. I write the product as a sum, log base 5 of x to the 1/2 plus log base 5 of y to the 4th. And now the 1/2 comes down in front, the 4 comes down in front, so I have 1/2 log base 5 of x plus 4 log base 5 of y. Okay, this one, log base 10 of 4 over xy. So this is on top. These two are on the bottom, so they'll be indicated by subtractions. Log base 10 of 4 minus log base 10 of x, because that's on the bottom, and minus log base 10 of y, because that's also on the bottom. 24, log base b of cube root of all this mess. First, I'll write it all as to the 1/3 power. And then I'll distribute the 1/3 here, here, and here. So 2 times 1/3 is 2/3. Y to the 1/3. Z to the 4 times 1/3 is 4/3. Okay, so the next step, this will be an addition. This will be a subtraction because it's in the denominator. So log base b of x to the 2/3 plus log base b of y to the 1/3 minus log base b of z to the 4/3. Okay, so again, this was on top, that's on top, so that's a plus, but this becomes a minus because it's on the bottom. And that comes in front, that comes in front, that comes in front. So 2/3 log base bx plus 1/3 log base b of y minus 4/3 log base b of z. Okay, 27, we're going the other direction. So we're going from right to left. So this looks like the right-hand side of that. Log base b of xz. 29. The 2 and the 3 climb back up. It's right to left here. So log base 3 of x squared, log base 3 of y cubed. And there's a minus. So the minus means divide. It's right to left on this one. Log base 3 of x squared over y cubed. Okay, 33. 3 goes up, half goes up. Log base 2 of x cubed, log base 2 of y to the half, log base 2 of z. Okay, put them as a single log. This is a plus, so that's going to be a multiplication. The minus means you divide. And y to the half means square root. So I'm going to write it as log base 2 of x cubed, square root of y. It's a plus here, so it's a multiplication. And divided by z because that's a minus. Okay, same thing here, 37. The coefficients all climb up. 3/2 climbs up, 3/4 climbs up, 4/5 climbs up. So it looks like this. Minus, minus. So these two guys go down below. Log base 10 of x to the 3/2 over y to the 3/4, z to the 4/5. Okay, now we have some problems in solving equations. And a quick note that we cannot take the log of a negative number or 0. If you call the log graphs either look like this or like this. The graph was only in quadrants 1 and 4. That means x is positive. So x can never be negative. We have to keep that in mind when we're solving these. Log base 2 of x, log base 2 of 3 equals 1. Okay, there's a plus here. So I multiply x times 3. Log base 2 of 3x equals 1. Okay, now I'll unscramble it. 2 raised to the 1 equals 3x. 2 to the 1 equals 3x, or 2 equals 3x. Divide by 3, x equals 2/3. And we're good. I'm not taking the log of a negative or 0. Okay, 49. There's a minus here, so that means I'm going to divide. Log base 3 of x plus 3 over x minus 1 equals 1. Unscramble it. 3 raised to the 1. Come back in for the result. So 3 to the first is x plus 3 over x minus 1. This is 3. 3 equals this fraction. I don't like the fraction. Multiply both sides by x minus 1. So that cancels out. 3 times x minus 1 is 3x minus 3 equals x plus 3. Subtract x on both sides. 2x minus 3 equals 3. Add 3. 2x equals 6. So x equals 3. Double check if I plug in 3 here and I plug in 3 here, I'm good. I'm only taking the log of positive quantities, so we'll be fine. Okay. Problem 53. Log base 8 of x plus log base 8 of x minus 3. There's a plus here, so I multiply x times x minus 3. Unscramble it. 8 to the 2/3 equals this. 8 to the 2/3, x times x minus 3. 8 to the 2/3 means cube root, and then square it. Cube root of 8 is 2. 2 squared is 4. And this is x squared minus 3x. Subtract 4. Factor. X minus 4, x plus 1. So x is 4 or negative 1. But I have to throw out the negative 1 because if I plug in negative 1 here or here, I'll be taking the log of a negative. And we're not allowed to take the log of a negative number or 0. If I plug in 4, I'm going to be okay. I only have positive quantities. So I keep the 4. Okay, 55. Log base 3 of x plus 2 minus log base 3 of x. So the minus sign means I'm going to divide x plus 2 over x. Okay, unscramble it. 3 to the 1 equals x plus 2 over x. 3 to the 1 is 3. Multiply both sides by x. 3x equals x plus 2. Subtract x. 2x equals 2. So x equals 1. Double check if I plug in 1, I'm good. I'm not taking the log of any negative. Okay, 59, a little bit harder. Log base 9 of radical x plus log base 9 of that. Okay, there's a plus, so that means I multiply them. Okay. And first thing I'm going to notice is that this is x to the 1/2. This is x to the 1/2. I can bring the 1/2 down in front. So I got 1/2 log base 9 of x, 1/2 log base 9 of 2x plus 3. And if I multiply both sides by 2, all the halves cancel out. 2 cancels a half, 2 cancels a half, 2 cancels a half. So now it looks like this. And yes, I'll go ahead and put these together. Log base 9 of a product, because there's a plus here, x times 2x plus 3. Unscramble it, 9 to the 1 equals all this stuff. So 9 equals 2x squared plus 3x. Subtract 9, you get that. Factor 2x minus 3, x plus 3. So either this is 0 or this is 0. This gives me x equals -3, but that's not allowed, right? Among other things, you can't take the square root of a negative. This one, add 3 and divide by 2, x equals 3/2. 3/2 in the original, that's okay, that's okay. So we leave that answer. Okay, 61, 4 log base 3 of x minus log base 3 of x squared. So first I'll bring the 2 in front. So it looks like this. And now I can combine these like terms. 4 log base 3 of x minus 2 log base 3 of x is 2 log base 3 of x. Divide both sides by 2. Log base 3 of x is 3. Unscramble it. 3 cubed is x. So x is equal to 27. And double check 27 is fine. Right, so this was section 10.4.